They don't need additional reasons to hate us. The Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain. The Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. It is not the place of... Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. All right, then.
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely.
Fiquei nervoso. Mas faz, pelo amor de Deus. Agora já que eu te pedi. Já te pedi clientes ainda, vai lá descansar agora.
Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim, to guide its people through this time of transition, to help lead them to a better future. I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice. Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting. Your superior and I were simply having a discussion about my level of access to the college. Nothing you need to concern yourself with. I shall be quite capable of observing everything that goes on here.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Don't listen to him. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please. Just... opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch.
Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything? I've just been asked enough questions. I'm here to learn not to explain myself over and over. Forgive me. I didn't mean to assume. So far, if only because no one is telling me how great I ought to be, I just want to learn. I don't want to think about what's expected of me. I know I don't like the way he looks at me. I can't tell if he expects me to blow myself up or to try and murder him, but he clearly doesn't trust any of us. Not really, just that it's very, very old. It was one of the first cities of men in Tamriel, I think. Didn't you know? Before the Oblivion Crisis, many elves called Winterhold their home. More visited the college from Morrowind every year. After, growing distrust of magic made life difficult for many. Some left rather than endure the growing hatred from the local Nords. Others returned home after the Red Year, when Vardenfell erupted and caused much destruction. Winterhold itself died in the years between then and now. What's left out there is a husk. Only the college really remains.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies. Feralda, Don't act like she didn't say anything. I know her, and I know what she's been up to.
Don't trust that one. He's up to something. Most here are up to something, of course, but in his case, it's not good. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. He is rather handsome, though, isn't he?
My problem with her? She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard, by my elegance and posture, by my superior good looks. But she is not going to get the better of me. Oh no, I won't let it get to me one bit. That's what she's after. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself. Well, it won't work, I tell you. Until next time. If you're working on any experiments, please clean up after yourself.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. Assorted books, scrolls. I'm sure you'll find something useful. If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations. Well, all right, here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful. As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian and devoted all his time to research and study. Wrote more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us. Fight well. I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Cause trouble in Whiterun and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the yarn. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days. Are you married? You look the type. Make sure you treat your wife with the respect she deserves.
Staying safe, I hope?
Where my bread is long winter. This land is mine. Each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel.
Watch the skies, traveler. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
We heading out? As you command, my Thane.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Huh?
This is exciting, isn't it? Why? Because it's old and full of dead things? Clearly, you've never spent any time in Morrowind. All right, then.
And here we all are. Shall we step inside? Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope. We're particularly interested in the prevalence of magical seals placed on the tombs here. It's rather unlike anything we've encountered. I can certainly share a bit of what I know. Until next time. It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. The college will be here for you no matter what. We always look after our own. Education is never appreciated until after the fact. Young people never understand this. Have you, by chance, seen my research notes? I seem to have misplaced them. Another day, another opportunity to learn anything. Anything at all that might be of interest. That's why I adore this location. We have no idea what we're going to find. And if along the way my message about the dangers of magic should happen to sink in for a few students, that would be a happy coincidence. No, I dare say we don't have all day. Still, if I have to wait much longer, you may need to just bury me here. All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
I find it hard to believe this excavation was approved.
As some of you may know, Southall was one of the earliest Nord settlements in Skyrim. It was also the last. Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Southall. This is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to study such an early civilization.
This is exciting,
Well,
isn't it?
are there any questions before we begin? Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Brelina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Don't interact with them, just identify them. All right, everyone. Let's be careful, but have fun.
To think, my ancestors destroyed the homes of Onmund's ancestors. So much bloodshed. To think, my ancestors destroyed the homes of Onmund's ancestors. So much bloodshed.
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secure.
Well, certainly none of this will benefit my research.
He asked far too many questions about my research. I think the Thalmor are trying to steal my work. I haven't told him anything, of course. What I'm doing is far too important. Can't breathe a word of it. What? Ah, yes, you. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine, just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of this section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything. Just round up the rest of the magical artifacts so that I can catalog them. Uh-huh.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right? How in the world did that happen? Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it? Do you see that? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall. It must be connected to the amulet. I wonder what effect might your spells have. In the world would this be sealed off? What is this place?
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find? They were a group of mages with a history that predates the Empire. Very powerful, very secretive. No one's seen them in well over 100 years. They vanished, along with their sanctuary on the Isle of Artaeum. I have no idea what connection they'd have to this place. I have no idea, but it's fascinating. Assuming it's true, of course. The Isle of Artaeum disappeared over 100 years ago, and no one has seen them since. And yet now, suddenly, they've chosen to contact you. Why, it's intriguing. If nothing else, I'd take it as a compliment. The Psijics have only ever dealt with those they feel worthy. Take care now. What was that? This is simply fascinating. This is simply fascinating. prepared to defend yourself. This is simply fascinating. So you wish to master the arcane arts? Take care now. I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all these coffins. Never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all these coffins. This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stop a while and examine this. You, however, should press on. See if you can find what. Be prepared to defend yourself. All right, then.
Huh?
I thought it high time I caught up with you. This is simply fascinating. Take a look. Take care now. Well now, would you look at that? I never imagined we'd find something like this. Nothing seems busy. I'll try to bring some of its power. Boost! utterly unique. This is simply fascinating. I have no idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be informed immediately. He needs to see this for himself. I don't dare leave this unattended. Can you return to the college and inform Sabo Saran of this discovery? Please, hurry. Be prepared to defend yourself. Let him know that we've unearthed something, well, I'm not sure. Something unique, let's say. It's clearly magical in nature, but like nothing I've ever seen before. You should be most interested. Oh, I think I'll be fine. We seem to have eliminated the most pressing threat. It certainly seems that whoever placed this here intended for it to be well guarded. I wonder why. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Take a look. Until next time.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Personally? No, not I. One of their number used to advise the Archmage when I was but an apprentice here. But that was a great many years ago, before all the members of the Order were called back to the Isle of Artaeum, and it disappeared entirely. Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now. Very well. I trust that you wouldn't be here were it not significant. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes? Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject. Speak with Urag in the Arcanium. See if he's aware of anything that matches your discovery. And good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins, perhaps this will be helpful. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. I know what you want. Word travels fast around here. Discovered some big mystery, huh? Well, you don't even need to ask. No, I don't have anything for you. Not anymore, anyway. I said not anymore. Orthorn stole a number of books when he ran off to Felglow Keep to join those summoners. Some kind of peace offering. I think one of those volumes may have had some relevant information. If you want them, you'll have to talk to Orthorn. Not enough to bother with. Archmage Aaron's approach to these things is just to let them sort themselves out. Although now it looks like you'll be doing the sorting. Good luck with that. He was an apprentice here at the college. Not very skilled, but got involved with a group of mages who took a liking to him. When they left, he took off after them. Stole supplies and books from the college. I suppose as a way to ingratiate himself. Let's just call it a difference of opinion with the college. They were interested in research that goes outside the bounds of what the college allows, so they were persuaded to leave. Assorted books, scrolls. I'm sure you'll find something useful. All right, then.
You there. I have questions for you. You were in Sarthal, yes? It has come to my attention that something was found there. I know full well that you have. Please do not insult my intelligence. Tolfdir is still there now, is he? I shall expect a full report when he returns.
Cadê a mamãe? Tu emendou, pai? Tu emendou? Ah, que hora? Duas. Da meia horinha, é a meia horinha da manhã que faltou. Ai, um Pepe solto, mãe. Joga mais um papel lá no quarto. Ai, meu Deus, eu perdi uma meia. Meu pai me pegou e eu dormi mais. Oi. Oi. Cadê o juizão da mãe? Que lindo esse sorriso. Ele queria ter um jeito contrário. Vamos conversar com esse elfo.
You there. I have questions for you. You were in Sarthal, yes? It has come to my attention that something was found. I know full well that you have. Please do not insult my intelligence.
Tudo bem, ótimo.
Tolfdir is still there now, is he? I shall expect a full report when he returns.
Forçudo. A gente tá caminhando pela estrada. Caminhando pela estrada. Ai, meu Deus. Auto-saving. Auto-saving. Eu vou perguntar. Não. Eu já acabei, vou desligar. Ai, o meu saúde. Felicidade.
Meu tico-tico, tirico,
Tico-tico, tchá-tchá-tchá. E foi fácil de lembrar?
Eu peguei ele dormindo, ele choramingou. Eu peguei ele no colo e ele se animou. Foi bem quietinho.
Eu tava olhando as fotos de um bebê quando esse bebê tinha, pai, 6 meses.
Sim.
Uma carinha de bolacha Maria.
Maria.
Tá me ignorando, Pedro Tudo?
What could it mean?
Beijinho. Tudo bem, beijo hoje.
Gaudurland.
Urn of the
Que beijo.
Dragonborn?
Que beijo,
Oh,
mãe.
must possibly hold an honor.
Tem que eu linda.
O pai, ó. Ou é só o pai?
Nossa.
Esse cara tá aqui de mutuca.
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert level distraction spells yet? Ah, this is good. But Jizargo will know them first.
Echo.
It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jizargo.
Echo.
There is much for Jizargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jizargo will be successful. Of this there
Eu
is
fiz
no
um
doubt.
xixizão.
Vamos lá trocar pro pai fazer as coisas
Oh,
dele.
but you are wrong. The only reason you could disagree is because you are losing so badly you cannot see it.
Vou botar um... Tem que dar um pouquinho mais para ficar mais hoje. Vamos segurar. Acho que ele não tem dorzinha.
Pessoal, é moleque.
Vai,